Moonee Valley's next, and the updated market for Moonee Valley, 3s into 5 to 2.
They come up as one. Good line. Mobile Barrier pulls away, and away they go. Our Better Luck and Dolomint are showing speed, with Papa Bear looking for the lead as Dolomint finds the fence early. From on the outside, Papa Bear. In behind them, third Concentric. Our Better Luck is a little bit deep. Nancy Wave, one off the rail. In behind them came Mr. Tubbs. He hopped there for a stride, fourth. 6 metres away, Riviera Bridget, followed by Barb's Tonic, Jamaroo Park, Benjamin Sands, and Always in Style dropped out to last. Dolomint leads around the turn the first time. Concentric his back, and Papa Bear for the moment is racing without cover. Mr. Tubbs is fourth. On the rail is Barb's Tonic, working up as Nancy Wave, followed in behind them by Benjamin Sands. Then Riviera Bridget. Always in Style on the rail is third last. Second last is Jamaroo Park, and 3 metres away, Our Better Luck. 2 circuits out, and the leader is Dolomint by 5 metres. Racing second, Concentric. 4 metres away, third, Barb's Tonic, being covered up by Papa Bear. He's doing it the hard way for the first circuit, sitting up without cover. Then Mr. Tubbs on his back for the 1 by 1. 5th and 4 back on the rail is Benjamin Sands. In behind them, 4 metres away, Always in Style, followed by Nancy Wave. Riviera Bridget, third last on the outside of Our Better Luck, and 3 metres away last is Jamaroo Park. About 30 metres had cover the field. Halfway along the back straight once again. Dolomint's had a pretty good run the first circuit by 4 metres to Concentric behind the leader. 2 metres away, third is Papa Bear. Fourth on the rail is Barb's Tonic, and 5th and 1 out is Mr. Tubbs. He's having a nice run, followed by Benjamin Sands on the rail. In behind them, Nancy Wave. 4 metres away on the outside is Riviera Bridget, followed by Always in Style. Second last is Our Better Luck, and Jamaroo Park on the outside is last. Not much change in the order from the outset. At the top of the straight, 1,000 to go, and at the moment Dolomint going as well as anything, still by 3.5 metres, despite working. Papa Bear looming up a little bit closer. Ahead away third, the rail is Concentric. Fourth on the outside is Mr. Tubbs. He couldn't have had an easier run. On his inside is Barb's Tonic. Then Nancy Wave on the outside of Benjamin Sands. Jamaroo Park from last now, the first to pull out 3 wide at the 800. Riviera Bridget third last from Always in Style, and Our Better Luck is last and 1 off the fence. They're in the final lap towards the 650. Dolomint still in front. For the first time in the race, he quickens up by 2 metres. Papa Bear has done all the work in the run. Third placing Concentric, followed by Mr. Tubbs about to pull out. In behind them, Nancy Wave. Jamaroo Park not going well out wide, followed by Barb's Tonic. Pull to the outside now, Riviera Bridget, then Benjamin Sands, Our Better Luck, and Always in Style. 350 out before the turn. Dolomint still leads Papa Bear by a metre. 4 metres away, Concentric, who comes off the fence to third in plenty of time. Mr. Tubbs under pressure. Jamaroo Park has gone, and Barb's Tonic is 4 metres away. At the 200, Dolomint still 2 metres in front. Papa Bear is under the whip, under pressure, followed by Concentric down the outside, but Dolomint over the last 100 metres, still 2 metres in front. Concentric gets into second placing from Papa Bear, and it's Dolomint all the way. Well rated, and Dolomint wins by 2.5 metres to Concentric. Third, maybe Mr. Tubbs, a nose to Papa Bear. Nancy Wave and Benjamin Sands both made ground. Then Always in Style. Our Better Luck in behind them, followed by Barb's Tonic, Jamaroo Park, and Riviera Bridget's run last.
Yes, beautiful front-running drive from Brian Gaff, rated to perfection, as mentioned by Brian Markovic. Thank you, Brian. 5-3 a photo in race 3 at Moonee Valley. Wentworth Park, race 3, greyhounds at the boxes, and it's 5 to 1 on Rufus Bale. The rest, well...
Won the 5. Racing. Rufus Bale, one of the last to leave the boxes, but is trying to drive through. Worthy King led. Rufus Bale got the needle eye opening check. Worthy King and shot away. Rufus Bale took the lead. August Opal has gone to second, and then 4 or 5 behind them in Dominium. Then came Casworth County, followed by further back in the field Worthy King, and then a long break to Swift Opal and no appointment on the corner. Rufus Bale the leader. August Opal is right behind it. Rufus Bale leads. August Opal tries hard, but Rufus Bale is too good, and Rufus Bale a length and a half to August Opal. Getting up for third was Indominium, a break Casworth County, Worthy King, then Swift Opal, no appointment, and last of all Equability.
What a win. I reckon any rugby league talent scout would like to have Rufus Bale in the team, particularly in the front row. What a tough dog. Rufus, ruthless Rufus. What a good... Here's Ned Wiltshire.
Jick Power on the rail, Bellstone in the centre, followed by Woody Do, Single Idea. Charcoal Lad, Bugs 2, Greedy's Boy and Rivoli Lady was last of all. The pace fairly solid as they cast the ball pen corner astern and moved down the back, where Jick Power and Bellstone matching strides in front. Double Sport without cover, followed then by Woody Do, Gibson Blue. On the rail was Charcoal Lad, on the outside of it Single Idea, a gap 2, Bugs 2, Greeny's Boy and Rivoli Lady brought up the rear. In this order they commenced to run around the corner, and Bellstone the leader now by 3 parts of a length to one going after it. Double Sport followed then by Jick Power, Woody Do. Down on the rail was Charcoal Lad, Gibson Blue on its outside, followed then by Single Idea, Greeny's Boy, Bugs 2, and still Rivoli Lady brought up the rear. No change in the order as they make the run down towards the judge with 2 to go, and still the leader in the event was Double Sport by a length and a half to Bellstone, followed then by Jick Power, Woody Do, Charcoal Lad. Over on the outside was Gibson Blue from Single Idea, Greeny's Boy, and the last pair were Bugs 2 and Rivoli Lady. Commencing to run out of the turn, out of the straight, and still the leader was Double Sport. Woody Do has now gone up to take it on in front. They were clear of Bellstone. Over next was Jick Power. Over on the outside of it was Gibson Blue from Charcoal Lad, Single Idea, Bugs 2, Greeny's Boy, and Rivoli Lady brought up the rear. They leave the back now and commence to run around the corner. A lap and a quarter left before them, and Woody Do showed the way by a length and a half to Double Sport, a similar distance to Bellstone. Jick Power was next on the inside of Gibson Blue, followed by Single Idea, Charcoal Lad, Bugs 2. Greeny's Boy has dropped the second last, and Rivoli Lady brought up the rear. They cast a home turn astern and commenced to run down to the judges for what will be the bell lap this time, and Woody Do was still the leader, a length to the good of Double Sport. Bellstone was next from Jick Power. Gibson Blue gaining a little bit of ground. Single Idea was next from Charcoal Lad, Bugs 2, Greeny's Boy, and still Rivoli Lady brought up the rear. 600 out, and no change in the order. Woody Do by a length and a half to Double Sport. Bellstone was next, followed then by Jick Power, Gibson Blue, Charcoal Lad, Single Idea, Bugs 2, Greeny's Boy, and Rivoli Lady was last with 500 to go, where Woody Do has kicked away. He's opened up a break of 4 lengths over Double Sport under pressure. They were followed then by Bellstone, Jick Power. Gibson Blue was next, one unwinding a run around the outside. Single Idea, 2, Charcoal Lad, Greeny's Boy, and Rivoli Lady was last of all. 350 left to travel, and Woody Do was still in charge. Now Bellstone is going out after it, finishing on well around the outside of them was Single Idea in the straight. Woody Do the leader, Bellstone and Single Idea trying to bridge the gap. Gibson Blue getting out. It's Woody Do in front. Bellstone trying to cut it down, and along the rail was Gibson Blue. They get to the wire, and Woody Do won the money. Close for second, Bugs 2 or Bellstone, followed by Gibson Blue, and behind those Jick Power, Greeny's Boy. Next Double Sport, next to last in the event was Charcoal Lad and Rivoli Lady last in.
Thank you, Ned. 7 and a photo. Race 5 at Maitland. 7, Woody Do and a photo. Now we've got the Wentworth Park.
Number 3. All set. Lights on. Racing and Paul's Patch and Aquacade both came out very quickly. The Monument began well and Love to Shop fairly away. Then Glitter Girl on the outside and Western Prince driving up on the rail, followed by Select Again and Allegro Queen. Tuscan Raider well back into the first turn, followed by Fair Dinkum on the inside of It's Hi-Ho Silver, and Happy Go Honey had dropped out to the tail of the field. They run to the tea trees the first time, and the Monument shows the way, leads by more than a length over Western Prince with Paul's Patch and Nick away, trapped without cover. Glitter Girl's out 3 deep and striding up wide, and then Aquacade on the outside of Allegro Queen. A length and a half to Love to Shop, 2 to Select Again and 2 to Tuscan Raider. Then Fair Dinkum, Happy Go Honey is second last, and It's Hi-Ho Silver at the tail of the field. Lead time was 35.1, and the Monument shows the way at the 1300 metres peg. Leads by a length over Glitter Girl without cover. Western Prince third on the back of the leader. Paul's Patch fourth, 1 out, 1 back around Allegro Queen, at Aquacade 3 back in the running lane. Select Again's 3 deep and moving forward on the outside of Love to Shop has been shovelled back to be worse than midfield. Tuscan Raider's latched onto the back of Select Again, and Fair Dinkum's behind Tuscan Raider. It's Hi-Ho Silver comes out 3 deep, so Love to Shop, the tab favourite, is now second last, and Happy Go Honey at the tail. 31.4 for the first quarter at the mile, and they're making their moves 3 deep as they leave the bell behind. The Monument a length in front of Select again. Western Prince third, locked up on the fence. Tuscan Raider 3 deep. Glitter Girl in the centre, Allegro Queen on the rail. Fair Dinkum on the back of Tuscan Raider, and then Paul's Patch has been shuffled back inside of It's Iho Silver. 1 to Aquacade, 1 to Love to Shop, and a length and a half to Happy Go Honey. 30.8 for the second section. The Monument a long neck clear at the 550. Select again second. Tuscan Raider third, but he's 3 wide. Western Prince on the fence. Glitter Girl in the middle, needing a run from Fair Dinkum. Then Allegro Queen, Paul's Patch, It's Iho Silver, followed by Happy Go Honey, and Love to Shop got into bother and dropped out to the tail of the field. The Monument taken on by Select again at the 300. Tuscan Raider's a half length away, but he's been wide for a long way. Western Prince can't get a crack, nor can Glitter Girl, and Fair Dinkum peels into the clear. Tuscan Raider joins Select again. Glitter Girl got a split. Fair Dinkum on the outside, and Happy Go Honey joining in, but Fair Dinkum burst to the front. Fair Dinkum grabbed the lead from Glitter Girl, and Fair Dinkum will win. Fair Dinkum first, Glitter Girl second, third's tight. It's Tuscan Raider or Happy Go Honey who finished under the arches. Love to Shop ran on at the end, but gave them too much start. Then Aquacade, the Monument Select again, Paul's Patch, Allegro Queen, and It's Iho Silver was one of the last.
Well, Fair Dinkum, the Eldon Pepworth, 13 from 9 and a photo at Albion Park in race number 3, the Crown Lager. They've jumped at Penrith.
Just Melanie from We Sense diving up underneath it, and Emily Girl, and moving up on the outside was Joshua Brett. Out of the straight, Emily Girl just in front from Joshua Brett, charging up out deep. Third, Just Melanie, followed by We Sense, and on the fence, Mickey Milo. 3 further back to Worth Dreaming, well out of its ground, followed by Lots of Legend, and last of all was Master Brody. A packing group at the top turn. Emily Girl headed now by Just Melanie. In the middle, Mickey Milo from Joshua Brett, and Worth Dreaming finishing on. But Just Melanie gets away in the straight race. 4 lengths in front, and Just Melanie is too good. Just Melanie first, second was Worth Dreaming, third was Master Brody, a good effort, followed by Joshua Brett and also Mickey Milo from We Sense, Lots of Legend, and Emily Girl knocked up.
That was the first leg of the Penrith Daily Double on the New South Wales TAB. Number 3, Just Melanie from 4 and 6, 3, 4, 6. Number 9, Official Reform.
Don't miss all the racing action on Sky this Monday from Newman Turf Club in Australia's West. Newman Cup Day, proudly brought to you by Sedgwick James, BP Oil, Triple T Transport, Newman Refrigeration and Air Conditioning, Ruddle Building and Steel Supplies, Emu Export Lager, BHP Iron Ore, the Black Douglas Deluxe 100% Scotch Whisky, aged 8 years.
Hello there. 7 from Peter Smith.
Denning Condition Stakes, and they are away and racing. Going away quickly is Chris Kelly, QC Scott. See Me Motor tries to kick up, and now Newey Advance from out wide. Now round the turn, Newey Advance goes right on with the job. Chris Kelly has the inside running. Newey Advance is working overtime. Still Chris Kelly drives up. Eventually though, Newey Advance goes to the front. 12 metres clear of QC Scott third, then 5 metres See Me Motor. Now Queen of Chance in the centre's gone for a gallop. Queen of Chance galloping. Dom Louis Boy goes past her. Exford Elect also gets around the galloper. Stackermill up's a fair way back as they steady right up in front. Then Lusty Lou and Suladay actually out 3 wide. Down the back, and they crawl now down the back straight as the leader's trying to take a breather. He worked very hard to get to the front. Newey Advance. It's 4 metres in front. They pack right up. Going to second, Dom Louis Boy. In behind the leader is Chris Kelly. QC Scott's one off. Now Stackermill up is out 3 wide, and out there a fair way from home. See Me Motor around Queen of Charts. 4 metres X for Elect biding its time. Back second last, Lusty Lou and Suladay at the tail. First quarter 32.2, and this favourite still out 3 wide, stacking well up. The leader is Newey Advance, led 3 metres. In second placing, Dom Louis Boy. On the inside, Chris Kelly, 3 deep, stacking well up. QC Scott's had a pretty good run, although it's in a pocket now as See Me Motor gets onto the back of stacking well up. Queen of Chance on the inside, then Lusty Lou in the centre. 3 deep X for Elect, and Suladay goes for an inside run. 32.1 the second quarter. The leader, Newey Advance, by a metre. Dom Louis Boy second, 3 deep, stacking well up. On the inside, Chris Kelly. QC Scott in the centre. See Me Motor on the back of its stablemate, coming 4 wide X for Elect. Queen of Chance nowhere to go. Lusty Lou also held up, then Suladay off the back straight, and still it's Newey Advance leading. On the outside, Dom Louis Boy stacking well up under pressure. He's still boxing on though. 4 wide X for Elect. QC Scott can't get a run. Chris Kelly behind them. Queen of Chance, Lusty Lou into the straight. Dom Louis Boy went to the front, stacking well up, claiming it though. X for Elect down the outside. QC Scott can't get out. Stacking well up in front. X for Elect dives. Stacking well up, a big win. Stacking well up, 1 a metre. X for Elect second. Dom Louis Boy third. The stablemates coming through late together. Queen of Chance and Lusty Lou. QC Scott also no luck. Then Chris Kelly, See Me Motor, Suladay, and Newey Advance knocked right up.
Yeah, that was a nice win, wasn't it? And did it pretty tough, but got there nicely. Stuck them well up. The favourite, the selection, Lance Justice, the driver, 11, 9, 10. Called by, should be 11. Stuck them well up. It sounds like 7, but...
Racing, coming out fast on the outside, Pippi Long Socks went to the lead from Gentle Bantu, getting underneath it at the first corner. Behind them, Flat Top, and they were followed then by getting along the fence, Black Rogue, Mekong Way and Radiant Ruler. Sin Bin as well back, and Dance Kissing got into trouble at the first corner. Pippi Long Socks is in front, leads about 2 or 3 lengths to Gentle Bantu. Flat Top is third, a couple, Black Rogue and Radiant Ruler. Pippi leads for home. Pippi Long Socks 2 lengths to Gentle Bantu. Flat Top late. Flat Top right over the top, got up to win it. Flat Top knocked out Pippi Longsocks. Getting up for third, Black Rogue, I think, over Gentle Bantu. Radiant Ruler never in the hope. Then Mekong Way and Sin Bin and Dance Kissing failed to complete the trip. 8 pink, you'll probably find the winner, Flat Top, although the judge has gone for the camera.
Gary, they're set. Ready. Green lights on their racing. Awesome Gary has gone away with them. So too is Branded 50 showing speed. Just in behind them now is All Classes driving up on the rail and will lead or out of the straight from on the outside Branded 50 and also Impulsive Boy. Awesome Gary now being restrained. He dropped out to a conspicuous last. Cloudy Range on the leader's back. Demar Caratros in the centre and Arson Galaxy is very wide. They're shuffling up out of the straight at the 1600. In his favoured role in front is All Class. Off the track is Impulsive Boy. He travels up into second placing. Third now Branded 50 and on the leader's back is Cloudy Range. Then Jewel Star the running line. Back on the fence Delvin's Best. 6 metres away Demar Caratros in the running line. Flying Louis for a stride was 3 wide. He's now 4th last on the outside of Von Trapp. Second last after racing deep out of the straight and switching back to the fence Arson Galaxy. And Awesome Gary, he's last and now pulls to the outside 3 wide inside the lap and a quarter. From the rear now, he's starting to circumnavigate Awesome Gary. They dead set drop anchor in front. All Class in front by 2 metres. Off the track is Awesome Gary. He now travelled up into a clear second within a metre of All Class. Cloudy Range the leader's back. 4th on the outside Impulsive Boy. Then Branded 50 on the outside of Delvin's Best. Jewel Star 1 off the fence, followed by Von Trapp. Demar Caratros is 3rd last, and the last 2 are Arson Galaxy on the inside of Flying Louis. At the 850 out of the straight, All Class in front, held together by 2 metres. 2 on the outside, Awesome Gary. From last now Flying Louis, he's easing to the outside 3 wide. Cloudy Range having a nice run, the leader's back. Impulsive Boy 4th, then Delvin's Best on the rail, 2 metres to Branded 50. In behind them came Jewel Star on the outside of Von Trapp, followed by Demar Caratros on the outside of Arson Galaxy, and 5 metres away Flying Louis. Along the back at the 500, still All Class in front by 3 metres to Awesome Gary. Branded 50 under pressure out 3 wide, Impulsive Boy in the centre. Cloudy Range the leader's back. In behind them came one off the rail now is Von Trapp. On the fence is Delvin's Best. Jewel Star now pulling out. Flying Louis second last and very wide from Arson Galaxy, and D-Mark Caratrost is last. All Classy leads Awesome Gary by a metre. 220 metres out on the turn. Cloudy Range needing a run. Impulsive Boy now pulling out at the 120. All Class in front, but Awesome Gary has got them. Awesome Gary picked them up, put them down in a bound, and it is all over. He's racing away, Awesome Gary. Impulsive Boy, Cloudy Range, All Class boxing on for the minors, but Awesome Gary wins easily by 3.5 metres. Impulsive Boy second, Cloudy Range third. All Class knocked up. Von Trapp ran home with D-Mark Caratrost. Then Arson Galaxy, Delvin's Best, Jewel Star, branded 50, and Flying Louis has run last.
8, 6 and 1, Awesome Gary. Good win. In the Nana Glenfern Stakes, 1940 metres. 8, 6, 1 called by Brian. Maitland race 6 on the tote. At the moment, wind pool about 6,000.
They're racing a good even line out. Ember Joy and Patricia Dawn won the break, joined by Top Egyptian on the outside, who charged to the front. Out of the straight, Top Egyptian in front has raced a length and a half clear from Cover Story, and on the inside, Patricia Dawn. Ocean wins out wide to Ember Joy, followed by Big Bad Chaz, Diamond Venture, and last was Bowman Bale. At the top turn, Top Egyptian in front is 2 lanes clear. On Cover Story second, Third Ocean wins, followed by Ember Joy and Patricia Dawn. They pack in the straight, Top Egyptian in front, joined by Patricia Dawn. The outside, Cover Story, Patricia Dawn, the fence, hit the lead, and Patricia Dawn first. Patricia Dawn wins from a photo. Cover Story or Top Egyptian. Close up also Ocean wins. Behind those came Diamond Venture with Big Bad Chaz.
Good, Rod. Thank you. 2 and a photo. It's to Patricia Dawn and the photo between 8 and 9. And that was race 6 at Penrith this evening.
Smartest out was Kaz in company with Huckleberry. They were followed then by Kev's Choice. Down on the rail was Little Trunky, Risky Butler out wide. Next was Armbro Dick in advance of Bureen Lad. Crown Tax was second last, and Topeka Sunrise brought up the rear. Making the run around the corner the first time, and Halverson has Kaz bowling along out in front over Little Trunky. Third up on the rail there, Wood on the outside would be Huckleberry. They were being followed by Kev's Choice, Bureen Lad the rail. Armbro Dick was next from Topeka Sunrise. Crown Tax was second last, and last of all was Risky Butler. At the judge, 2 to go, and it's Kaz by 2 lengths over Little Trunky. Third was Huckleberry, followed by Bureen Lad, and behind those was Kev's Choice in advance of Topeka Sunrise. Armbro Dick second last, Crown Tax, and last of all as they commenced to run down the back was Risky Butler pacing along the back side of the course, and still the leader here was Kaz. He enjoyed a lead of a little more than the length over Little Trunky. Third up on the outside now would be Huckleberry. They were being followed then by Bureen Lad on the inside of Kev's Choice. Next to Topeka Sunrise in company with Armbro Dick. Crown Tax was second last, and last of all with a lap and a quarter to travel was Risky Butler. Making the run around the corner, short of a lap and a quarter now to travel, and still the leader. Out in front was Cassie, enjoyed pride of place by about 3 parts of a length to the good of Huckleberry. Little Trunky was next in advance of Kev's Choice. They were followed by Bureen Lad, Armbro Dick. Topeka Sunrise, Crown Tax was second last, and Risky Butler brought up the rear. At the bell, 1 circuit of the course to travel, and Kaz by 3 parts of a length to Huckleberry. Little Trunky and also Kev's Choice were pacing together. They were being followed by Topeka Sunrise. Bureen Lad next in the event at this stage of the proceedings. Armbro Dick dropping out to last now was Crown Tax, and second last was Risky Butler. Down the back they travel, 500 out, and no change in the order. Kaz by a neck to Huckleberry in third berth. Little Trunky followed by Kev's Choice. Bureen Lad now commencing a good run up around the outside from Topeka Sunrise, Crown Tax, Armbro Dick, and Risky Butler was last of all at the corner, 300 to travel, and Kaz was still out in front, but out wide is Bureen Lad, who's putting in the big run. Going with it now was Kev's Choice around the corner. It's Kev's Choice and Bureen Lad settling to fight it out. Little Trunky right down the outside of the course, Kev's Choice in front. Bureen Lad trying to wear it out. Kev's Choice in front near the wire, and it'll win the money. Bureen Lad second. The third would be Huckleberry, followed by Little Trunky, Crown Tax, Kaz. Next to go down to Topeka Sunrise, Risky Butler and Armbro Dick last in.
Thank you very much there, Ned. And the placings in race number 6, the Rugman Pace, it's between 4 and 5, and that was race number 6 at Maitland. Our next race coming up
In a fortnight's time, on August the 31st, have a chance to win a $100,000 house and land package. All they have to do is pick the card. Lights on. Racing, Joy's Romeo and Innocent Fella came out quickly. Tawny Miss began well. Copy Talk on the fence fairly away. Turbo Truth firing up to be one of the leaders going to the first turn, and then Parisian Royal, followed by Matrix Magic and Majestic Folly in front of Die Hard Kid. Artec is third last, You is second last, and Valerius had dropped out to the tail of the field. Innocent Fella's working to the front at the end of 350 metres and leads by a length and a half to Joy's Romeo and a half to Turbo Truth Trap without cover. Copy Talk's a length away fourth on the inside of Tawny Miss, one back in the running lane. Majestic Folly midfield covered by Matrix Magic, and then Artec on the inside of Parisian Royal. A length and a half to Die Hard Kid on the outside of Valerius, and 1.5 to You West. First 500 metres took them 35.7 as Innocent Fella shows the way past the 1400 metres peg with a break of 2 lengths to Joy's Romeo and 1 to Turbo Truth on the outside. Copy Talk fourth, locked up on the inside of Tawny Miss, and then Matrix Magic around Majestic Folly. A length and a half to Parisian Royal on the outside of Artec. Uist is 3 deep starting a run. Die Hard Kid second last and Valerius last at the 1100. 32.8 for the first quarter of the mile. Innocent Fella shows the way. Leads by 2 lengths to Joy's Romeo on the inside of Turbo Truth, and Uist striding up 3 wide. Tawny Miss in the running lane on the outside of Copy Talk has become buried on the fence, and the favourites very awkwardly placed. Then Matrix Magic around Majestic Folly, followed by Parisian Royal and Artec. Die Hard Kid is second last, and Valerius a half length away at the tail. 31.3 for the second quarter. Innocent Fella 1 in front past the tea trees. Turbo Truth second, Joy's Romeo third. US 3 deep on the outside of Tawny Miss. Copy Talks on the fence, and Donahue will have to weave a little magic from there. Copy Talks very awkwardly placed on the inside of Matrix Magic and Parisian Royal 3 deep. Then Majestic Folly, Die Hard Kid, Artec and Valerius at the rear. Innocent Fella 1 in front at the 400. Turbo Truth full board trying to close the gap. Tawny Miss peels now. She's had the run of the race, and Copy Talk's followed her. Copy Talk got off the fence behind Tawny Miss. Trouble Matrix Magic checked. Tawny Miss after Innocent Fella on the bend. Copy Talk comes to the outside. Can she run them down? Tawny Miss grabbed Innocent Fella. Copy Talk after Tawny Miss. It's Tawny Miss in front. Copy Talk chops her down. Copy Talk comes at Tawny Miss. They split the line. Oh, golly. Very close. Copy Talk and knows maybe. Maybe Copy Talk from Tawny Miss, but I've really put my head in the noose going for one. Third's a Photo 2, Majestic Folly and Parisian Royal. They were past the post by the time I got to them. Then Innocent Fella, Joy's Romeo, followed by Valerius, Turbo Truth, Matrix Magic, Uist. Then a break.
Well, it appears it's got there in the last stride. Here's Peter Johnson.
Studley Ella on the outside, won the start with River Jacob. They go together with My T Sharp right behind them. Studley Ella, the fave's been able to cross and lead and kick away from River Jacob. My T Sharp is third, right behind those was Garçon. Then Verdante Lad from Leanne's Dash, Glenn's Hanky and Tandad too. Studley Ella shot away, leads 4 lengths River Jacob. Going to third, Verdante Lad, and then came My T Sharp, but around the corner, it's all Studley Ella. Studley Ella way out in front, goes home to win by about 3 lengths at the finish. Verdante Lad got up for second. Third, River Jacob, Garçon, My T Sharp. Behind those, Tandad 2. Then came Glenn's Hanky, and Leanne's Dash was one of the last.
It was a nice win to your selection there, Pete. Studley Ella, 8-1-5 in race number 5, the Fifield Stake of Wentworth Park. The dividends from Moonee Valley race 4, where number 8 also successful. Awesome Gary, 190 and 140.
1, 2 and 8 after the photo. Copy Talk, Alan Donahue first. Tawny Miss, Tony Turnbull second. And Parisian Royal, Ian McMahon ran third. Majestic Folly was fourth. And Innocent Fella ran fifth. A last stride victory. A nose the winning margin with 14 metres between second and third. And the mile rate was 2:1.8. Our Sky viewers just saw a replay of that incident on the home turn where Scott Cundy was tipped out of the cart of Die Hard Kid, Matrix Magic. The one in the black and gold colours galloped first, collected Uist in the pink and black, and a wheel of the cart of Uist collected a wheel of the cart of Die Hard Kid, and Scott Cundy was tipped out of the bike. But he looked to be quite okay. He climbed straight up to his feet. He walked back to the stabling area, and en route was Spryer.
Race number 4.
Light on, they're away and racing. and Bravery and Hopman are going quickly to the first turn, and Hopman will get across pretty easily. Hopman goes to the front. Now coming across from out wide as Chevy Cheval moves up second. Bravery kicks up behind the leader, and also working across in the early stages to sit outside of them and get into about the 1-1 is done. Fallen away well from the second row. Wilkie's Light on the inside. Around it then Lady Somerset. 4 metres further back in the pack then to on the rails Koala's Last. Around it Bonero Bell biting his time in the early part is Zululu. No, he's not. Webster's off. They start to steady and he quickly whips the favourite around them, and Willie Cracker has eased out in the early stages and is back to the tail. 2.5 laps from home as they leave the back straight. Hopman the pilot, 4 metres Bravery. Now easing Chevy Cheval to allow Zululu to go around it, although it wants to go quicker. Chevy Cheval. Lisa Justice has to grab hold strongly. It's pulling its way up in the centre. Next then Wilkie's Light on the inside. Dunfall and now 1 out 2 back. They are followed further back in the field by Lady Somerset, racing around Koala's Last. Second last Bonero Bell, and about 8 metres away then to Willie Cracker at the tail. Down to the judge, they've got 2 to run, and the pilot is Hopman by a metre. Zululu looks to be travelling very strongly on the outside. Now we'll get the lead time here. It's pretty good actually. 1:18.6 is a good early section. Bravery's in behind the leader. Chevy Cheval